And here we go. Hello, I'm Will Schofield, the superintendent of the Hall County School District, here with a couple of my favorite folks. We have what should I call you? The Grand Lady of Hall County School District Theater, Jan Ewing at North Hall High School, and one of her star players, Tate Paget. Hello, y'all.
Hi.
Hey,
Well, first of all, Jan, before we talk to Tate about your recent success and what's coming up next, I've just always admired for the 20 years I've been here what you do with students in the Hall County community with theater. And it's a whole lot more than acting. Just talk a little bit about the benefits of theater and what so many students get out of it, Jan.
Sure. I think a lot of times people like to think about it as being so different from teams and sports. But in my opinion, it is the ultimate sport because you're not only are you working with people who excel on stage, but you're also working with students who excel off stage.
Right.
And somehow these diversified talents and gifts have to communicate and collaborate and make something magical all at the same time. And I think that, the work ethic that's involved, the ownership that they have, the things they learn how to do on their own, troubleshooting, all of those things that are so important in our adult lives, but also in like future workplaces, is really what they get out of that. Plus, they have a place. I always like to say that they have a place to hang their hat. It's a place where they know that in this room, it's a safe zone. They can come in here in the morning if they're having a rough day, hashtag go to. So, those kinds of, they feel like they belong and they feel like they're valued and they feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves.
Amen. And that's what all of us are looking for. And by the way, every time I've walked by your room and talked with your kids, such a presence, such an ability to communicate. It's just a beautiful thing. Speaking of teams and success, Tate, tell us a little bit about your recent success with A Year in the Life of Frog and Toad.
well, recently we competed at our one act competition for our region, and we were luckily able to get first place at our region, which means we will go to state later this month. And so we also
I don't think there was much luck involved, but okay.
But we also got several individual awards. Two of our students got All-Star Cast. Our Toad in our show was able to get Best Supporting Actor, and I was luckily able to get Best Actor in our region. So that was a very big accomplishment.
So what I've heard recently, and that is you are the best doggone frog in the state of Georgia, is correct. Isn't that right?
I mean, I guess so.
He's a pretty awesome frog. We also got to this is really cool.
Oh yeah.
So we had 5 performances that we offered during the school days for elementary theater programs.
Oh,
so
awesome.
we brought over all of Mount Vernon and Lanier and Walker Mountain to see performances of Frog and Toad so that we could kind of give back to our community as well.
Thank you. And those young kids just love those performances. That's just so awesome. Jan, you got another favorite coming up here in December, Steel Magnolias. Tell us just a little bit about that.
Sure. So when in choosing the season, Frog and Toad is a really small cast, and I wanted to make sure we could involve more students on stage. So Steel Magnolias is also a small cast and involves more women versus, Frog and Toad is a little guy heavy. So we chose to do that. It's a beautiful story, of course, a little bit of a tearjerker. And that's coming up in December. So we are currently, our set is on stage for Frog and Toad, and our other set is being built in the shop for Steel Magnolias. And then our final show of the season, well, sort of, is SpongeBob the Musical. That'll be in March. And then this is my 25th year at North Hall. And so in May, we will have a 25th anniversary gala, which will involve some alumni that will come back and sing, as well as current students, and just sort of celebrate the past 25 years.
Can't wait. a quarter century of pouring into our community's students in just such an incredible way. Thank you for what you do, Jan. Tate, we are so proud of you. You're a junior, so I'm thankful we get to watch you for the next couple of years in these shows. If I remember correctly, the Steel Magnolias is maybe December 12th through 14th. Don't hold me to that, but block out your calendar so you can get out and get some tickets to the show at the North Hall High School office. And thank you both for spending some time with us today. And Jan, thank you for what you do.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye all.